Okay, so we're going to do a shooting practice now where we're focusing on awareness of surroundings, looking at the colours that represent checking over the shoulders, or scanning. We've got a goal area where the cones and the bibs represent where a goalkeeper might be. So the lads are trying to score either side of those kind of setups, those targets. The recipient off the board is required to then move backwards so that they've got an opportunity to move it either in front, across their body, or away from where the ball's coming from. So let's have a go. So Sam's first. Ready, Sam? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 balls. Ready, play. 4.
3.
So your choice. Good start. In with Jack.
Yeah, Sam, in.
1.
2.
Good. Great strike. Here we go. The side.
Yep, in.
2.
Below. Touch.
Good strike. In you come. 3.
Red. Do again.
Well recovered. Nice try. Jog back in.
Yep.
And play. 3. Great finish.
Yep.
1.
3.
Good. Good strike. Okay. So you can see from that round, it's never flawless and it shouldn't be flawless. If it's too clean, what I call too clean, they're not working, they're not learning. So we're putting them under physical duress deliberately. So they're working at 8 balls per rotation so that they get some match realism in terms of physical returns as well. We're going to talk about how we can take the ball in a second now. So Jackson have one more go, and then we're going to talk about how we can take it either late, midpoint, or early, and then focus more purposefully on an area in the goal to enhance shooting accuracy. So bits from you. So we can work with you quickly, Jack. In terms of taking the ball, we speak about the term back foot. I like the term furthest foot rather than back foot, but that's what I run with. In a game, if you're taking it back foot or furthest foot, why are you taking it like that? What's the purpose of it?
See the space behind me, I'm trying to open up and get a shot.
Okay, so space is behind it. That's primarily the most effective way. The space behind you, you want to take it as late as possible across your body. So working with different players and different positions, if you're looking to take it from that position and I'm the nearest defender, so if you come here and place your back here, if you're going to take it late off your back foot, you run the risk of going into me. So what you could do is take it at what we call the midpoint. So rather than, if I just show you off the board, if you come to me here, so you're going to press me. If I do this and I take it late, I run the risk of getting in trouble with you. So where I take my first touch is dependent upon where the press comes from. So I can still take it furthest foot, but as you come in, I take it there across the line. Okay, so an awareness being as a striker is, can I take it late if there's space? If there's pressure there, I let it run across my midline to take it into the free space. Or if there's pressure here, I might take it with my front foot being right-footed early in front there. So try and vary the way in which you take that ball, dependent upon, I know there's no pressure, but just getting that feel of where it might be coming from. Ready, play. 2. Good start, well done. In you come, see with Sam.
Yes, Sam.
4.
3.
In here, go.
Yes.
3.
Red.
Good, keep going.
Yes, Sam.
4.
Green.
Good, good take. So back foot, midpoint take. Here we go. 1.
Pink.
Good, let it run.
Sam.
3.
Red.
1 more each, here we go. Play.
Yes.
4.
Green.
Stepping in front, good. 1 to go.
Yes, yeah.
2, so check.
Blue.
Good. Stepping in front and hit. And breather, good. Okay, your target line. So Jack, come on in. We're just going to do a little bit of work with target line. When there's a goalkeeper, okay? So there's a goalkeeper and obviously in all the games that you play in. What are you thinking about hitting target?
Normally looking at where he is.
So looking at where he is.
Trying to
Just place it in. Okay, so it's a standard answer, which is a good answer. So I know there's no goalkeeper, but the added box with the bibs and the cones present a challenge for us, okay? Now you've finished the majority of this morning's session so far, you've finished with a little bit of whip. And I've done a lot of work with Sam and other players as well about trying to understand if you whip it on a certain direction, you will get better returns. Okay, so you come up because you're going to demonstrate for me. Now, if you whip it here now, so start your line, go on the ball and aim for the far post where your start line is on the post. So whip it on that post line. Okay, so on the post line. That wasn't on the post line, that was a good finish. So wider, deliberately. I want to try and get you to a sense of understanding. So on that post line, so start it on the post. Good, okay? And because it starts on the post, the more it curls, it'll always miss. Yeah. So what you've got to think about, if you know you're in a game here and you're going to adopt the curl, if you think about a bit of whip, what's it going to do in terms of its direction if I'm the goalkeeper? Good, so it's going to move away. So you need to learn to start it inside the post line. So using that orange cone as a reference, with the same whip now, start it on this line, because as it drags or curls, it should end up here, there or thereabouts. Okay, so try that. So on the orange line. Good. And by working it away, it will give the keeper less chance to get down potentially. But if you go into a game knowing that that's the technique to apply, it will give you potentially more returns. Okay, if you're going inside this side, so right side, this is what I want you to do now. I'm going to roll it out. I want you to try and start it on the post line with that same curl.
And whip it.
Go in near post. Ready? So post line. Okay, that's okay because it's a sense of feel. So we'll go again. Yep. So post line. So be brave enough to start it on the post line. And the more you start it on the post line with a bit of curl, the more it will curl in. And it's being brave enough to go, okay, that's an area that you can go beyond all doubt. And by going beyond all doubt, it makes it incredibly hard for the goalkeeper to save. If, the final one before we move on, if you know you're going to strike it with laces, it's integral that you keep it inside the post. Because if it's spot on and the arrow straight, it'll hit the post or go wide. So it's just having that knowledge of you're going to whip it inside the far post, almost on the orange cone. So we're looking, if the cone wasn't there, we're looking at about 2 feet inside, aren't we? With a bit of whip. If we're going near post, you can be brave enough, dependent upon where you are, to start it on that post line or just outside it. Yeah. So that's going to be your challenge now. Okay. So when you take your touch, I want you to look at the target. Don't try and finish at 100 mile an hour. Look at target. 1, 2, see the trajectory, visualize it, the technique you want to adopt, and then have a go. Okay? So what we've just done there with Jack, we've given him a little bit of detail for him to focus on in his shooting program that's purposeful. So now he's got an idea of how he can apply a certain technique to game scenarios in the hope he can transfer it on game day. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Play! 1. So look at your target line. Good, so outside the post, inside. Good start, well done. 3.
Red.
So look at target line. Good, excellent, well done. 1. Good, target line. Great finish. Outside that post line, good. 4.
Green.
Good, target line. Well done again, good, keep going, halfway. 2.
Blue.
So target line. Good, fantastic. 3 to go. 4.
3.
Let it run across, target line. Good. 3.
Red.
Good, 2 to go. Nice try, don't worry about that, the intention was correct. 3.
Green.
Good, target line. Hand breather. How'd you feel?
Yeah, much better.
Why was it much better in your opinion?
Just composure, taking your time.
And having an awareness of how to strike it. Yeah. So, you know, you've got techniques, but if you have a little bit more knowledge of those techniques in those certain situations, you know that you've got a higher probability of scoring or at least making the goalkeeper work. Yeah. Because you're going to apply them. And the more you practice here, the more returns you get. So it's knowing that if you can get, I mean, the best one of the lot was the near post one. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if we got it on the camera, but it started like here. From where you were, it's rifled right in there. And if the goalkeeper says that, we all applaud. So it's about having purpose in what you do with your practice, okay? Excellent stuff, okay. Just collect the balls, have a drink. So a brilliant example there with Jack on how we've got some purposeful returns almost quite instantly, just by giving him a bit of knowledge and an awareness of what to look for in terms of a focus and a target line. is making him more aware of how to apply it in certain situations. So really good example of scoring with purpose.